Welcome to Widener University. My name is Zach Santo, and we are joined tonight in the brand new TV studio of the Freedom Hall. Tonight we are joined by Maria Klecko and Autumn Heisler. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What brings you to here tonight?
Well, I am one of the co-managing editors for Blue and Gold. I'm a junior English and Communication Studies double major, and I'm from Aston, Pennsylvania.
And I am also a co-managing editor of the Blue and Gold. I am from Allentown, Pennsylvania. I am a junior English and creative writing double major.
Great. So tell me a little bit about what Blue and Gold actually is.
Well, it's the new student media website on campus. A few years ago, the Dome, Widener's former newspaper, went on hiatus, and basically due to a lack of student participation. And the hope is by having a website now that more people will be attracted to it, because digital media is increasingly becoming popular and print is declining.
And what we're trying to do is bring together written work, media convergence, so video, picture, audio clips, things like that, all on one site, all about Widener's news.
Great. So as the new managing editors of Blue and Gold, what are your goals for next semester?
Well, one thing we're going to do is we're going to start having office hours next semester, which the goal of that is for students. Some students don't know how to do news writing. They're not familiar with AP style. So we hope that they'll come in our office and get help with writing and all that kind of stuff.
And I think our biggest goal of next semester is to get more contributors from other students on campus.
So what type of content next semester would you like to feature?
Well, as Autumn said, media convergence is a huge part of what we want the website to feature, and we're lacking that right now. So we have a great story variety in terms of written articles, but we also really need video, we need audio, pictures.
So if does the Blue and Gold have any social media presence online? I'm assuming there's a website, blueandgold.com. And do they have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that?
At the moment, we have a Twitter account, which we set up through PRSSA. They're helping us with our launch next semester. And through them, we're also trying to get other social media. At the moment, it's just the Twitter.
Okay. So if a student wants to become involved with the Blue and Gold, what's the best way for them to do that?
Email us. We have a new email address, submit@theblueandgold.com. Also, they could email us individually. If you go on the website and go to About Us, our names are there, our kind of roles within the organization are there. They can always look us up on Campus Cruiser if they would like to reach out to us individually.
Great. Thank you, Maria and Autumn. As we stay tuned for us, we're going to come back with Joanne Klein as she interviews Dr. Arthur Schwartz.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Joanne Klein in Freedom Hall at Widener University. And joined with me is Dr. Arthur Schwartz of the Oskin Leadership Institute. So tonight I'll be asking him a few questions about the Oskin Leadership Institute as well as the new program, Apogee Scholars. So thank you for joining me, Dr. Schwartz.
Very happy to be here, Joanne. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. So the Oskin Leadership Institute. Can you explain to me what exactly the institute is, and what's your role involved?
Well, it's 2 years old, the Oskin Leadership Institute. It was made possible by a very generous gift by David and Joellen Oskin.
Okay.
David was a 1964, or is a 1964 graduate, back when it was Pennsylvania Military College, and he really had this inspiration, he had this vision of making leadership the third leg of the stool, is what he talks about all the time.
So can you explain the three?
Sure.
Sorry.
One leg is what we know as the liberal arts. That sort of really defines, what a Widener education. And I think the second leg is our civic mission, which is, most people know about that when they think about Widener. And our challenge is to make leadership that third leg of the stool.
Oh, interesting. So can you explain to me the different criteria of this program with the Oskin leaders?
Well, we do many different programs at the Institute, but one that we started 2 years ago was the Oskin Leaders Program. The idea was to sort of create an opportunity for students to sort of lead out of their own passion, fueled, combusted by their own vision of how the world could be a better place.
Oh, so how are these students also chosen to be?
We have a process that begins at the end of a student's freshman year, and it begins with nominations by faculty and by staff. And last year we had 75 nominations, 75 different students nominated by faculty, staff, coaches from our different teams, and we selected 12 Oskin leaders.
12? 12 out of 75?
12 out of 75, so it's a very rigorous selection process.
Yeah.
But
I bet.
the sophomores this year are already beginning with their projects, and it's very exciting to kind of work with each of these 12 Oskin leaders.
It sounds like that. So also back to Apogee Scholar, is that the same thing as Oskin Leadership, or is it, it's in the State Institute, I see, but is it the
It's
same
part
as
of the
leaders,
Oskin
or?
Leadership Institute, but it's completely separate. It's very distinct. The Apogee Scholar Program came out of a collaboration between Widener University and NBC 10.
Ooh.
They wanted to honor and recognize high school students who really stuck their necks out, who really said, we're in high school, as a high school junior, we are going to make a difference in our school, make a difference in our community. So Widener and NBC 10 created the High School Leadership Award Program. And you're one of those Apogee scholars. So 2 years ago, you received this award, and 9 students who received the award decided to come to Widener University. They received a scholarship for doing so, and we expect great things out of you. That's why we call it Apogee, because you're going to soar to a real high point of leadership.
And I was surprised too to also be picked as that. It was a nice surprise, coming into freshman year. And then, oh, I got nominated for something. Awesome. So also asking you, so as an Apogee scholar, I have to take 15 workshops, correct? 15?
Correct. So the Apogee scholars all came to the Oskin Leadership Institute in August, or maybe it was early September, and we sat down and we decided, okay, what could the Apogee scholars do that was unique and distinct? And we have started a new program at the Oskin Leadership Institute, a certificate program, a leadership certificate program. And so the Apogee scholars are going to be speeding fast along to receive their certificate, so then they can be as mentors and coaches to students in maybe 2 or 3 years from now who are just starting out as freshmen, to help them get on that track to taking that certificate workshop, getting their certificate, because leadership is so important to make this world a better place.
So as being a mentor, will I be teaching workshops, or will I just be mentoring the other
No, you're going to be
students, or?
teaching workshops at the very end, particularly around what is the student's leadership philosophy. So when you're at that point in terms of getting your certificate, I'll be asking you, can you figure out what your philosophy of leadership is in 28 characters or less?
28 characters or less.
So that's what you'll be doing, is that you'll be working with these students to help them really discern, really articulate their leadership philosophy.
Oh, that's so interesting. So do you have a slogan yourself, or?
I do. My leadership philosophy is a combination of two things that are really important to me. One, my mom used to always say, stick-to-itiveness. That's what was important. So first part of my leadership philosophy is stick to it. And the
to it.
second part
That's a good one.
is humbly.
Humbly.
Stick to it humbly.
I like that one.
That's my philosophy.
I like staying humble. That probably would be mine, maybe, or we'll see how it changes. But all right, well, thank you, Dr. Schwartz. That was very insightful of the whole Oskin Leadership Institute and the Apogee Scholar Program.
Thank you for inviting me here. It really means a lot.
No problem. So, all right, thank you very much for joining me tonight, and Dr. Arthur Schwartz as well. So stay tuned for more of our programs. Thank you.